I'm Michelle Ellman and I'm a body confidence coach from London. In the past year, I grew frustrated. I was sick of hiding my scars, the result of 15 surgeries, a brain tumour, a punctured intestine, an obstructed bowel, a cyst in my brain, and a condition called hydrocephalus. And after years of battling with my body, I decided it was simply enough. I posed in a bikini and posted it on social media for all the world to see and to make people realise that they weren't alone. Responses flooded in. People came forward and wanted to embrace their scars just like I did. Others that were scarred, not scared. Here's their story.
So my leg was crushed between two cars and I underwent 6 operations to reconstruct the back of my leg, and the scar is right here on my right leg. It's from here to here. It could have been a lot worse.
2 scars, one here and one here. I came off my bike and then I got something called compartment syndrome, which is where the pressure inside the arm builds up and it's sort of bursting at its seam.
So when I was 6 years old, I started to get spots. I've had numerous antibiotics, creams, treatments for different things. The spots have gone, but it's left me with really bad scarring all over my body, but not on my face.
So in August of 2012, I was diagnosed with lymphoma. I had a huge tumour removed and I named it. It was called Trevor the tumour. The news of having cancer was shocking. First instant reaction is, am I going to die? How serious is it? The second reaction is, I have a daughter. How will she cope?
I mean, I went through years of bullying at school. Parents especially would be, like when I had the spots, they would think I was dirty. I'm not dirty, I just have spots. Like, I still wash. I probably wash more than anyone without spots does.
One reason it's hard for me to empathise with everyone with scars is that being a guy, having sort of a scar is quite a manly thing. And so I don't really mind it. And in fact, quite a few people have said, that's quite cool.
For me, I felt self-conscious because there'd be a few times where I tried to wear a skirt or shorts and people would stare. It just highlighted to me that it wasn't normal, I was abnormal, and it led to Great Depression, and eventually I developed anorexia.
I hated my body. On a good day I managed it. On a bad day I would look down at my scars and they were a reminder of the worst time in my life.
Just because I have these scars doesn't mean I'm weird or a bad person or I've had a bad life. It just means I look a bit different. I'm still the same up here. I'm still a human. Doesn't make me any different to anybody else.
So you're never alone. And then you realise you've got this second chance at life.
Even before my accident, I hated my legs and I was very self-conscious and I just didn't like my legs at all. So, of course, when I got the scar on my leg, I felt stupid for ever hating my legs. It's not just that. I learned a lesson. You shouldn't take what you have for granted.
At first I was more self-conscious about it, but if you can be okay with what you look like, who you are, from yourself, then I think that's a lot more powerful, a lot longer lasting.
I've learned to love myself, I've learned to be present, and I'm here. It's about living now.
At 15 I found my power with one sentence. It's not what happens to you, it's what you make from what happens to you.
I was born with pulmonary atresia, a condition that prevents blood flow to the heart due to a fused valve. I came into this world grunting in blue. After 2 weeks, my mother finally had the chance to meet me. She held me in her arms and told me how much she loved me. And she deemed my scar, my life-saving scar, my zipper.
Now I'm not asking why me. I'm inspired to ask, what about you? What are you going to make from your scars?